Hey, good morning, guys. I wasn't going to do this morning's vlog until after I had my unicorn put together, but as I was getting ready to attach the body to the head, some ideas came around to offer as amigurumi tips. So, I don't remember. It's been so long since I did my amigurumi videos, so I thought, well, I'll just add these in anyways for those who haven't watched those. But anyway, as I was getting ready to do this, attach the body to the head, I was looking around at the inside at the yarn, and I thought, well, I can leave it like this, and then when I get like halfway, I'll stuff some more fiberfil in there and fill in that little opening as I'm sewing along. And then it hit me. It was like, well, I can do it that way, or I can do it an even easier way. And that is, what you do is you take a piece of felt, and obviously I've cut out a couple circles so far, and you cut out the circles, and you take that little piece of felt, and you put it, after you've got it fully stuffed to where you want it to be. Mine isn't right now. Excuse me. And you'll stuff that down inside of there so it's nice and smooth all the way around. And that keeps you from what? From reaching in either with the hook or with your bent tip needle and grabbing a hold of the fiberfil and somehow pulling it out a little bit through the stitches. Because once you do that, I mean, it's just a goner. You're going to keep, if you pull it, what's going to happen? Well, more fiberfil is going to come out, so you're just not going to get rid of it. So by using the felt here, you can stop that from happening, because now you got a nice smooth opening when you go to put your needle in through one of the loops to attach it. So anyways, that's just a tip to keep from getting fiberfil coming out the stitches as you're trying to attach parts. Use a piece of felt over the top and make sure it's big. I mean, you don't want it small. You don't want it super big, but you don't want it super small, because you want it just sizable enough that it goes down around and protects the fiberfil from coming out. So, and sometimes, for me, I've just had to experiment with different sizes. Sometimes I've done it way too short, and it's like, well, that was useless. And then other times, I've gotten it right like this. And it's the same thing that I did with this one. And you would never know that underneath this is a big piece of felt. And it made for a really nice, clean look afterwards. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing these things. And what else was there? I don't know. I think that was it. I just wanted to give you that little tip on doing amigurumis and before you do the attachments. And just another note here while I'm thinking about it is, if you look at the ears, now the ears are going to go on, well, they're not going to be open, they're going to be sewn shut, and then I'm going to attach them to the head. And so the ears will be a bit more flexible, because this end right here is going to be sewn shut and then it'll be attached. Now, if you want a real sturdy attachment, what you're going to do is you're going to take the end of it like this, being the neck to the body, is you're going to leave it open. And by leaving it open, it gives you more of a surface to attach, and that in the long run is going to make for a sturdier neck, so it's not going to be flopping about to the sides and everything. So that's another little amigurumi tip. And then, let's see, do we have anything else? Oh yeah, overstuff. Not to the point that the fiberfil's coming out the stitches and you can see it, but generally speaking, as time goes on, the fiberfil is going to break down, and it's not going to be as sturdy. I was trying to think. Okay, this one at one time, as you can see, this is pretty solid. This one at one time was the same way. and now he's nice and squishy. It's been a lot of years since I did him, but he's a squishy boy. And that's what happens with the fiberfil as time goes on, is you end up with a very, very soft one. And this one, when I did this one up, I did this with that firmer fiberfil that I was talking about that I can't get at Walmart anymore. And this really is still a nice, firm, solid amigurumi, and I love that part about it. But anyways, the ducky there is great for, when it's that soft, it's great for little kids to play with. But anyway, so that's it for today. Wanted to give you some amigurumi tips, and I'll have this together shortly, and then becomes the eternal putting together the mane. And that's where you've just got strand after strand after strand that you're putting together, which you'll see later. It's a pain in the neck. In my book, it's just a pain in the neck. So anyways, that's it for today, and I will catch you guys later. Hope you have a great one. Bye-bye.